on, everybody, and welcome to Crazy Gamers Games. How's everybody doing? Yesterday was the release of the long-awaited ADMECH transport. And the good news is, it can also be a tank. A cheap tank that's fantastic. So, I feel that I'm gonna need a few of these in the future. I have two right now. I'm gonna build one as a tank, one as a transport. I've looked into ways of possibly magnetizing some options so I can make both, switch it between both, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna approach that. If I do approach that, I will make a video on it. But here's the back. Here's with it transport, and a fumarate cannon, a Belarus energy cannon, um, and then the transport basically has four heavy stubbers, a twin Cognis heavy stubber, and then two heavy stubbers. So it's got a lot of firepower and cheap on the points, 100 and something points for the tank, 65, uh, less than 100 for the transport. So we'll look at the sprues first. It does come with the ADMECH decals. Let's see if we can get some light on here. Take a look here. Didn't help. So here we go. Here's what we got. This is all like the main tank frames. It's not a very large tank or transport. It does hold 10 infantry units other than destroyers and breachers and Call himself. So, but there's a little exhaust little turbines in the back to drive it. There's a little grav sections here. This is the base for the transport. This is the top if you want tanks. This is the missile pods for the tank mode. So front bumper right here, and then let's look at this. Now this next sprue is pretty densely packed. As you can see, there's a lot on here. There's a lot of little pieces. Like you got your guns and a lot of Scutari parts. You can have the Cognis heavy stubbers that are in the transport itself. On the lower section, you can have them manned by Scutari. Because with two of those, it comes with a commander that can be popped out of a hatch, and it has a servitor to run either the heavy stubber, the twin heavy stubbers, or the tank weapons. And then you got a tank weapon here, right here, and then you have another one here, and then there's the other piece. I believe this is the Belarus energy cannon, and this is that fumarate cannon. We'll go over the stats here in a second. But you know, it's a pretty nice build. So let's take a look at the back side. It's a lot of parts on that one. So, and then here's the book. You got the two different options here. This is the tank transport. Nice color instructions. Step one is for both items. Either one, you follow all of step one all the way through H, and then you get this section right here left with this, and then you can go to the next one is the disintegrator. I have noticed that this section 54 and 19 is the same step as for both, so that could be done if you're trying to do both at the same time. And also when you mount the guns on the tank, you don't put any Scutari or any kind of gun mounts on them, and you can do that for the tank with the pieces. See, as it shows for the tank mode here, it has gunners on the heavy stubbers. It has like gunners there. You can put those inside the tank, and they're not going to interfere with it. And you can actually magnetize this front piece and this top piece. I'm going to be looking into that, and then you can, with some bits, other servitor bits, you can make up both of the gun mounts, the one for the transport and the one for the tank. So I'm going to be looking into doing that. It's going to take me a couple days to figure out where all the magnets are going to go and see if I need any extra pieces. But a lot of detail on this model. It's nice. But here are the stats. The stats are on everywhere online. Zoom in a little bit. There's the disintegrator. You can take a screenshot, pause that. But basically, the energy cannon is heavy D3, 36 inches, strength 6, -1 AP, 2 damage, and it can target units that are not visible to the bearer. And then, the Cognos Heavy Stubber is heavy 3. Missile launcher is heavy D6, 36 inches. Strength 7, -2 AP, D3 damage. And if you take the Fumarite cannon, you have a 48-inch range, heavy 3, strength 8, 2, 3, -3 AP, and 3 damage on that, flat 3 damage. It's got strength toughness 6 and toughness 7, strength 6, toughness 7, 12 wounds. It does have a damage table, mostly that affects its attacks, which I don't think it's a weapon skill of 6, so it's not going to attack well. Keep it in the back with a gun line. And you see the points here for that. It's 85 points. And then if you take the Fumarite cannon, you're 25. The energy cannon, you're 20. Then you got to pay, 4 points for some. So you're looking at 108 points for this tank. This tank, and that's 3 of them in an army. 300 something points. That's nothing in a 2,000 point army, even in a 1750 army. It's just, this and with call back there, re-rolling all your misses. They do get a Forge World trait. Um, they have hover platform. They get the canticles. So I think these would be a good gun line tank for the price. But the most important thing that I was interested in was a transport for transporting my um, Electro Priest. If I can get this to focus on this here. There we go. So this one, the stat line difference is it's only a toughness 6 on the transport, and it has 2 Cognos Heavy Stubbers and then a twin Cognos Heavy Stubber. So um, the Cognos Heavy Stubbers are heavy 3, so you get heavy 6 because you have 2 of them. Um, twin Cognos Heavy Stubber is heavy 6. So you get 12 shots at strength 4 and 1 damage each. You may fire this weapon even if this model advanced, but you must subtract 2 from the hit rolls if you do so. So with a ballistic steel of 3 with maximum wounds, hitting on 5s, but at 12 shots, I don't know. So he does have a movement of 12, so but he can take up to 10 Forge World infantry, but not call breachers or destroyers. Um, and it is 65 points, but you have to pay 4 points, 8 points for the stubbers, so 72 points, 73 points. So 73 points for a transport, you can't beat that. I would say 2 of them in the army, 10, not 10 um, Electro Priest in each 10 Electro Priest in each one. Um, you take whatever the detachment is where you can have 3 heavies with an engine seer, and you do 3 of these in tank mode. Then you take a battalion with 3 Doom Crawlers, 3 groups of 5 Skitarii Rangers with the sniper rifles, and then you have Call and a Dominus in that, and then you have the 10 Priest and the 2 transports. You're not quite at 2,000 points, but you have a good shooty section, and then you have a way to get your Electro Priest in for some fightiness. I don't know how effective that list would be, but it is something I'm wanting to try. I currently was only received 2 tanks, so 2 of these, so would need 3 more for that list. but I am definitely looking forward to it, and it's going to be something I build for my army, and I'm going to see how it goes with that. So I have all the rest of that built up. I would just need to start working on, these, and I'll see how it goes. But that's my thoughts on this new ADMECH transport. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really excited about this. We finally have a transport. But that'll be all for this. For Crazy Gamer Games, I'm the Crazy Gamer. Have a great day.